Hey, everybody. Bear with me. I wanted to make sure I started on time here. And as usual, I usually give it a minute or two just to send notifications out. But I'm also working on some things to hopefully share with you tonight. But for now, I think there's nothing more I can do with that. So, kind of a mess here again, as usual. You guys are probably used to that by now. Let me adjust this camera just a little bit. There we go. So I see, let's see, pull up the comments here. I see William was in the house earlier, about half an hour ago. Hey, William, I gotta talk to William specifically here for a moment. And while we're waiting for more people to join here, William, I did see your email that you sent me. Wow, I really need to shave, you guys. This is horrible. That's gonna bother me now. I did see your email a couple months ago about the book. I apologize for not getting back to you on that. It was super hectic with the beginning of the school year, as I'm sure you've seen. And honestly, somehow, some way, I wasn't able to find your email for about a month. It just kind of disappeared. Um, so I apologize, but I thank you for reaching out. And again, apologies for the delay. I will be getting back to you. I probably should have said all of this before I started talking, but can somebody put a one in chat or a thumbs up or sounds good if you guys can hear me right now? Because I did have to mess with my speaker um earlier last week. Yeah. Between the live stream last week and this live stream, I had to mess with it because I had to give a presentation for my business communications class. So I just want to make sure that everything on the YouTube end of things is good. Just give it a second here. Okay. I'm just going to unmute myself on this side. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, I'm good. So, yep, starting off with William while we're just waiting here, letting people join us. William, I saw your email. I'll be getting a hold of you soon. Nancy's coming in. Thank you for stopping in, Nancy. Going to be doing a typical hour live stream, maybe a little bit longer today. But no promises. I do have to get things ready here in the campus suites as we have some important visitors coming over the next week. But that's all I'm going to say in regards to that. So, yeah, as usual, got to make sure the dorms are set up, look nice, and all that good stuff. And right now, I'm actually in the middle of hanging up Halloween decorations. So I want to make sure to take down all the fall decorations and officially get all the Halloween decorations up. So William Nancy boondocking with Boomer is coming in here. Thank you guys for stopping in tonight. So one of the first things I'm going to share, because I forgot to share this last week with you guys, is actually another YouTube channel. As you guys hear from the rest of the community, basically just check out one of their videos, and I'm trying to pin it, but the hearts are in the way. There we go. So feel free to check out this YouTube channel. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. Send him some support from me. This is actually an old classmate of mine, a friend of mine, and his mom works here at the college with me. And the other day, she told me that he is living out of his vehicle right now, and he traveled out west, and he's been doing quite a bit YouTube videos, honestly. I think, yeah, he's got up to 12 videos already on here. And it's just been really cool to be on the flip side of it and see someone I know, an old classmate, an old friend, getting out there and exploring all these amazing, beautiful places. His videos are typically, it looks like, yeah, most of them are about 5 minutes long. The longest one is 10 minutes, but most of them are about 5 minutes. And I got to say, his editing, I really, really enjoy. I think he captures it perfectly. You guys have heard me talk about the come along on an adventure type of deal. And I want to bring you like in the moment type of deal. And I think he does a really great job with that. So make sure to check out his YouTube channel. And if you like it, subscribe. Now, another aspect that I was hoping to share tonight, but I'm not hearing back, and that probably means he's not done yet, is my dad is actually about to upload one of his first YouTube videos. I'm actually going to say it is his first, and I know he's going to see this later on, and he's going to be like, oh, great, pressure's on. Colby's talking about it on his YouTube channel now. But yeah, my dad is going to be starting YouTube. He's doing it more so. He's an artist, so he loves to do stuff like that. But on the flip side of it, he's actually got a couple different channels. One of them is going to be for thrift store shopping, like how you can buy stuff and flip it for a profit. That is how I survived on the road for as long as I did. And that's going to be a very big part of me being on the road again one day, is me going to thrift stores and flipping items. Another one, though, is going to be, I believe, it's basically like a family channel. And it's just all of the quality time with the family and trips and stuff like that. That's going to be going on that channel for us to look back on. And recently he went to New York City. I'm actually wearing my New York shirt right now, but he went to New York City with my stepmom, and I told him that it was just going to be an absolute phenomenal trip. I can't wait to go back there myself one day. And they got in their Mustang, drove from the Upper Peninsula all the way to New York City. I think they went through Niagara Falls, but I'm not sure. So I can't wait to see his video and hear more about the trip myself. Yes, please send prayers, positive vibes, whatever you guys believe in. Please send all of that good stuff out to William, as his mom is sick. My heart goes out to you, William, and I appreciate you stopping in still and seeing the videos. But please, yep, take care of your mom. We completely understand. Georgianne, thank you for stopping in. Can we just taking a page out of Nate's book here? Can we get some hearts in the chat for William's mom, please? Can we get some hearts? See Nancy's commenting. Sending lots of love and support your way, William. So where do I start? Lots of updates, and some pretty big updates at that. Let's start with the biggest one. The one that I see everybody. Thank you guys for doing that. Thank you guys. Thank you. If you ever need anything, William, you got my email. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Let's see. The biggest thing, I'm going to start. Okay, how about this? I'm going to let you guys choose tonight. Do you want the good news or the bad news first? Because I have some great news and I got some horrible news. And while I'm waiting to see what you guys are all voting for, My dad said that, yeah, he's learning. He is learning what it's like to be a YouTuber. Yeah, he's complaining about music use right now, but my dad says his video is uploading right now. It should be uploaded in about 20 minutes. So tonight, I see everybody's voting coming through. Tonight at the end of this live stream, for anyone who does want to stick around, I'm gonna ask my dad right now, can you please send me the link? I'll send everyone on my channel over once I'm done with the live stream. And that way, anyone that wants to check out my father's first YouTube video can do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that, William. I messaged him on Facebook. So as soon as he sends me that link and it's uploaded, I will post that in the chat for you guys. So I see Georgianne saying good, William saying good, Nancy saying good. So we'll start off with the good news tonight. The good news is I am officially in the green when it comes to my book, Discomfort, the Key to Your Best Life. So total, I have sold 45 copies in its lifetime so far. And I'm aiming for 5 more minimum. I want 5 more to be able to say I got that 50 milestone. But we're at 45 novels, and that's just absolutely mind-blowing. And that's only novels that I've sold and novels that I've been able to keep track of. So it's just mind-boggling to me that there's minimum 45 copies that I've sold. I've given copies away to people, so there's other copies out there. It's just absolutely great to see. And the reason I'm saying that I'm in the green, that I'm in the profit, is because while a vast majority of it, now don't quote me on this part, but for sake of example, probably 75% or more of the money raised from my book has all been donated, usually to the Great Cycle Challenge, but throughout the past year and a half, it's been donated a lot. Rocky, that's enough water. You don't have to drink your entire dish. When I bring you to the vet next month, I'm having you checked for diabetes because you drink water by the gallons. Apologies. I don't know what's up with him with that lately. He's just been drinking a lot of water, and it's kind of concerning a little bit. But anyway, a majority of the profits from the book have been donated, and I didn't have to do that. If I wanted, I could have pocketed it. But as you guys know, that's just not really who I am. Yes, it helps me grow the business. Yes, it helps me live on the road, for example, even. But at the end of the day, the book especially is all about helping people out. And it started off with me just being happy that I could publish a book and write a book and say that I've done it and cross that off my bucket list. But hearing people say that it helps them with their depression, that it helps them, all of that stuff, it just absolutely, that is what it's all about to me. So at this point, I am saying that I'm in the profit. I don't care because that money is going to good causes and being put to good use. So thank you, Georgianne, on the congratulations. I see William saying that my father was 20 minutes away from him, so they could have met up. Hopefully, we can meet up at some point, William. Now, this coming weekend, I am taking a road trip, and I was debating about going to upstate New York and kind of taking a road trip, or I even thought about going to the Carolinas. You guys, I've thought about so many different things, but yes, while we're on the topic, I am taking a road trip next weekend, so I won't be doing a live stream. Instead, I will be doing a typical 10-minute video, and I will be basically talking about the fall colors, some Halloween stuff. I got all kinds of ideas in my head right now. I took a Wisconsin road trip over the summer and I haven't posted that yet. So I want to get back to doing the 10-minute videos a little bit. Email me and I'll buy 5. Okay, I do got to get back to you. I'm not gonna like force you to do that, but if you want to buy 5, I really appreciate that, William. That would be that 50 milestone for me. While we go back to the book too, I know I'm all over the place, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get better with this. I did get a message from he was my Spanish teacher and my history teacher in high school. And I see it, William. I got it. You're good. I got it. You're good. I think, because I got your email. But I'll take a picture too. There you go. I got it. So my history teacher and my Spanish teacher, I sent him a book and he messaged me back saying he absolutely loved it and wanted to give me a review that I could use to help promote it. So just want to read this out to you guys as it's one of the first reviews I've gotten in a couple months. Excuse me. He said, I read Colby Lorendo's book and absolutely loved it. It's written from the heart and it tells an emotional tale of struggles and redemption. His story of coming out as bisexual will speak to many who struggle with it. It is also a wanderlust. Rocky, what are you doing over there? You better not be ripping that ball up. Yeah, you. If it wasn't a mess right now, I'd turn the camera around and show everybody what you're doing. He's literally ripping that giant tennis ball apart. Trying to read here. I'm trying to work. Anyway, it is also a story of wanderlust as he travels all over the country by himself in an old van, and it tells all of the stuff he has overcame. I was afraid for him when he was broken down for weeks in a desolated town, but he persevered and became stronger because of it. A story well worth reading, whether you are 18 years of age or 70. I rate it 5 out of 5. So that was really awesome, not only from a promotional standpoint, but as a past teacher of mine, to hear those kind words and to hear that he absolutely loved the book. Rocky, you're really driving me nuts at this point. You're making me look bad on the live stream. Can you just come over here and lay down, please? I don't know what's up with him tonight, guys. It's like he's got his freaking tail lit on fire, just bouncing off the freaking walls right now. I don't know if you guys can hear him at all, because I got this censored strictly on here versus the entire surroundings, but he's like absolutely losing his shit right now. Whew. Deep breath. So, yes, I'm in the green with the book. That's the good news. I'm at 45 copies sold so far. Several copies given out for free. Georgiana's saying that she can't hear them. That is a good thing. I'm shocked you guys honestly can't. I couldn't concentrate. I had to just yell at him. I couldn't concentrate. He's literally going insane right now. Um, William saying, I can't believe he still has that ball. He does, but at the rate he's going at it tonight, he probably won't have it much longer. Mainly because if he doesn't destroy it, I'm going to get up here in a couple seconds and I'm going to go and grab the ball from him. But yeah, he's got this thing now where he rips it apart because it's an actual tennis ball. He rips it apart. So then the green from the tennis ball hangs. And that way he could pick it up and carry it around the suite. Or some days, like just now, he'll get really mad and all of a sudden be trying to pick it up. And then next thing you know, he's throwing it across the room, banging it against stuff. I'm honestly surprised he hasn't broken anything at this rate. But he still has it. So, yes, a friend started a YouTube channel. My dad is literally uploading his first video right now, so we will watch that later tonight once this live stream is wrapped up, and I am in the green for my novel. And I'm taking a road trip. So some pretty great news across the board so far. Some great news, some very big things. Again, reminder, not going to be doing live streams throughout the rest of the month. Most likely it's just going to be 10-minute videos, such as my trip with my sister. You guys will get to meet my sister, Adriana. She came with me when we did the paranormal investigation at Summerwind Mansion, and that has been is it top 9 or top 10? I think it's the top 9. It's in the top 9 most haunted locations in the United States since I think like the 80s or 90s. So we did that a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, a couple months ago before she left for college. That property's been shut down now because really, Rocky, you just scared the crap out of me. Talking about this paranormal stuff, and all of a sudden I hear your ball banging against the door. God, I'm gonna have a heart attack. As you guys can probably tell, Summerwind was a pretty intense situation. I don't even want to give away anything, so this is all I'm gonna say. But for those of you who love the haunted videos, for those of you who love my paranormal videos, I know a couple people have reached out to me over the past couple months, like begging me to post this video on Summerwind Mansion just based off of some of the details I have shared. And yes, if you guys like those videos, this is one you're not going to want to miss. I do have to try to figure out some editing to it because it was absolutely pitch black. I did not have a night vision camera with me. I just recorded off the GoPro, which now in hindsight, I'm wondering if there's a night function on there. I don't think there was one good enough for us, but yes, most of the stuff is dark. You might not be able to see much, but you will be able to see some encounters that we had. And let's just say, as usual, why am I the one? I mean, my sister was there too, but why am I the one that is always targeted at these paranormal locations? It is literally to the point, you guys, that after this trip, I don't know how I feel. You guys have heard me say this spill before, but honestly, I just had this conversation with my aunt. I can't watch paranormal movies anymore. I can't watch paranormal shows anymore. I don't even like going to cemeteries anymore, you guys. And I mean, like, I don't go to cemeteries and do paranormal investigations. I mean, I just don't like going to cemeteries anymore because of the stuff I went through in my suite here. There is literally nights where I am still terrified to go to sleep in this suite because of the stuff I've gone through. You can say I'm insane. I understand if you don't believe in the paranormal, but it is something else when you go from being that person who doesn't believe in any way, shape, or form to not wanting to be in a cemetery, to be as far away from all of that stuff as possible. And then you try it again and you think, oh, this time I'm going to be more respectful and I'm not going to challenge them and stuff like that. And then it's still, there's scary and bad stuff that happens. And we're just going to leave it at that. It's going to be a video. I probably will post it at the end of the month in particular, so it fits with Halloween, because it's honestly the scariest outside of the sweet stuff that I went through. It was the scariest investigation and the scariest paranormal location that I have ever been to by far. Georgianne is saying that I should come to Ohio and go to Shawshank Reformatory. Very active place. Nancy's saying she likes old tombstones. Georgianne, I heard about Shawshank. I'm not going. Oh, great. Thanks. What are you guys getting me into? Oh, so many people love my paranormal stuff, and I don't know if it's because you guys like seeing me scared, or if you like that I'm honest about it, just like any other location I am. Like, I tell you, and I don't think it was haunted, or oh my god, I'm going insane, stuff like that. Lots of people, like, that is one of the most popular things. And the views even show it. My paranormal locations and videos are the most popular out of pretty much everything I do on this channel. And I hate to say that. I probably shouldn't have said that. I should have kept my mouth shut about it, because I already have people that pretty much beg me to go to other haunted locations. And I did go to another one this summer. I don't know. I do have a video. I don't know if I'll post it there, though. I went to Bond Falls, where there's a haunted cemetery, and I did a solo investigation in the middle of the woods at this cemetery at night by myself in the middle of the woods. Safe to say, I booked it in my vehicle and ended up hitting a tree because I was in such a rush to get out of there. But don't worry, I backed into it and I had the hitch on, so the hitch made it so I didn't get any damage to my vehicle. I got very lucky. But yes, I hit a tree with my vehicle because I was in such a rush to get away from this location. Oh, Georgianne, saying that it has great history. You're making me want to go there, and I don't want to. Never go by yourself. Never go by yourself. I don't have a choice. It's typically I'm the only one. I mean, okay, Rocky was in the vehicle. I was not going to have him loose in the middle of the woods, because the next thing I know, he would be chasing after something in the woods, and I don't even want to think about what I would do in that situation at a haunted location. It's just not happening. Rocky was locked in the vehicle, but the vehicle was running. And like, I think you could even hear it in this video. You will, if I post the Bond Falls one, you'll hear the vehicle running in the background, because I just shut the headlights off and I left it unlocked and running with Rocky inside. Did like a 10 to 15 minute investigation, absolutely got terrified, and backed up into a tree as I ran away. But so that's where that's going. The bad news. The kind of, Rocky, there's no water in there. You already drank 5 gallons. It's bone dry. I will get you more water after the live stream. Please just go lay down. I don't know what is with you right now. I'm just gonna scream and shout and let it all out here in a second. Anyway, Nancy's saying she doesn't like haunted houses. Neither did I, and I never even believed in the paranormal. That was just like the scary aspect of it. But yeah, now I genuinely don't like haunted houses. Diane's here laughing And I can't blame her because I'm a shit show. I've been cussing a lot tonight too, so I apologize for that. Um Absolute mess, absolute mess. But yes, so we talked about the good news, the bad news, not to bring down the mood at all, anything like that. Hopefully my dad messages me here and sends me that link to the video. Should be about 20 minutes or so, and that was at 7:10, so it should begin done soon, but hopefully it's done by 8. Okay, well, what is your problem? Go away. Go away. I don't want to see you right now. You're being a pain in my hiney. See, now you... Oh, bad news. Okay, so, as many of you know, I've been wanting to get a property. Specifically, a property in Arizona. Well, I found one. Now, the problem is, I can't afford it. So, it's a property over by the Grand Canyon. I showed you guys that property, so those who have tuned in a couple times, it's the one I've talked about on previous live streams. But it's a property, for those who don't know, over by the Grand Canyon a little bit. And they were asking $18,000 for it. So I'm sitting here and I've never taken out a loan, but I'm like, I wonder if I could send him an offer and get a loan, because the property's just, it's perfect. It's perfect in every single regard. The problem is I got pretty much declined on every single loan I tried to take out. So the credit union here in Michigan won't do it because the property is out of state. So the next thing people were telling me was go to a bank. So the bank I'm a member of is in Arizona. Okay, might fix the problem. The thing is, it's a national bank, the National Bank of Arizona. Like, head of the head, like, top of the line, National Bank of Arizona. Should be able to get a loan, right? No, I can't get a loan from them because I'm currently not living in Arizona. I am currently living in Michigan, so they won't give me a loan either. Fine. Okay, the property is listed on Zillow. Let's try to get a loan through Zillow. I go on Zillow. They won't give me a loan because the loan is less than $100,000. Unbelievable. So then my real estate agent gets me connected to a small bank franchise from the Flagstaff area. And I'm talking and I'm asking all of these questions, like, do I need a well? Do I need sewage lines? And like all these different questions. I'm not going to bore you guys with the details, but I'm asking all of these questions and the answers are still checking out okay. So the next thing is to go and try to fill out her application. I fill it out, and she tells me that she can't approve me for a loan either because the amount is less than what she, like, also, it was kind of like the Zillow situation. It's less than the minimum of what she allows. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, you're being a freaking pain. Like, really, that little bit of difference, that's unbelievable. And I'm like, there's no way around that. It's barely a difference. We're just under the minimum, like, really. And then she tells me that the property loans that she gives out, you have to have intent to build. And she says you need to know what you're going to build, how much it's approximately going to cost, and you need to prove that to us, show us that intent to build. And if you would like, and if you would need it for the intent to build, you could also work with me to get a loan to buy the supplies to build a house. Really? You're just trying to get me to sign up for another freaking loan? I just basically, we weren't on the phone, she was texting, but I basically, like, we were texting, but I said out loud to myself, I'm like, screw you. I'm freaking sick of this. I'm not doing it. I go to a couple other ones. One of them won't do it because I'm currently not paying rent or mortgage at the place I'm living currently, and I don't own it. The property is not in my name. Yeah, because my job is manager of the campus suites. That includes free living on the college property in the campus suites. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, just talk to me and I can explain that to you. And finally, the last person I go to, I try to get a loan through them. So at this point, we've done several people, and I go and I do this one. And this, I'm not even going to go into deep details here because it will get me on a rant, and I'm not going to do it again. Basically, they told me I have lived at my location for less than 2 years, and I don't have a location previous to this job because I was living on the road for 9 months, so I didn't have a physical address prior to living at the college. And because of that, I was homeless, and basically because of that, I can't take out a loan. Now, they didn't use those exact words, but more or less, that is exactly what happened, and that just, not going on the rant, but seriously, how can someone who's homeless, not by choice, get out of that rut and get ahead in the system? If someone like me, who isn't paying a mortgage or a rent or anything right now, and like, I'm so mad about it, but I see all these comments coming in here. Georgianne saying, don't get upset. That place may not be the one for you. Keep trying. The right one will come along. And that's what a lot of my coworkers were saying here. They said that I talk about how life just has a way. Maybe it is just not meant to be. That maybe this property is not selling because it's been listed since end of February, beginning of March. And I think it's a great price. Maybe there's a reason why it's not selling, and I'm just oblivious to these reasons, and this is all, like William saying, a sign telling me no, 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 don't do it. And that's the crazy part to me. I have no debt. My credit score is phenomenal. I don't pay rent. I don't pay mortgage. Like, I pay 100% of my payments on time. That is my history. Literally, the debt I have had and other stuff like that, I have always, 100% of the time, made my payments in full on time, 100% of the time. And I have no debt. Nor do I'm going on a rant. I'm sorry, but again, no mortgage and no rent, which means that I should easily be able to afford a monthly payment. You would think, at least in my eyes, like from a business perspective, if I was a bank, I'd be like, oh, this guy just doesn't have enough money, so it's easy money for us because it's almost guaranteed. Nope. And this is the good thing. Diane's pointing out a very good a very, very, very important part. Remember, each loan you apply for hits your credit and will knock your score down. So the good news on this aspect is that technically I didn't apply for any loans because all of these places, it never got to actually running my credit score and stuff like that. I would just tell them what it is. I'd fill out literally the furthest I got was only one of them. Only one did I fill out an application for. And I just told them what my credit score is, filled out the application, and immediately after submitting it, I sent them a bunch of questions and they read through it and they were the one that's like, well, this loan, we need intent to build and it's below our minimum, so we can't approve it. And then I said, well, guess what? Don't run it then, because I'm not getting a ding on my credit score and knocking my score down, even though you guys aren't going to approve of me anyway. And all of the other ones, since I did find out that they wouldn't be able to give me a loan, I just didn't fill out applications. So on a good note, my credit was not dinged at all, and my score didn't get knocked down during this process at all. So that's one good note out of this. Interesting. I did not know that. Yeah, it's because it's when you do a loan, it's what's called like a hard credit check. And if it's a hard credit check, then it's going to ding you and it's going to lower your score. If it's a soft credit check, that's just things like I've seen it for cell phones. I've seen it for tablets, AT&T store might, stuff like that. And it's soft doesn't hurt you. The hard credit checks do. Diane is saying to start with a small credit card or personal loan and then make payments for a few months. So that's what I've been doing. Actually, I've had a small credit card for about 6 months now. It started at a max of $500 and it got bumped to $750. And that did raise my score by 80, I think. So I'm not going to say the exact number, but I'm in the 700s. And I've talked to Nate. You all know Nate, so I'm just going to say Nate. I've talked to Nate when he was here in the Upper Peninsula, talking about the credit score, talking about credit cards, talking about trying to get this property, not this one in particular, but a property by next summer in general. And he's helped me a little bit and he's given me advice. And because of his advice, I do have to give him a shout out and a thank you right now. Because of his advice, I did follow up with some of the stuff he told me, and I started doing it that way. And sure enough, that is when the credit card got bumped, and that's when the credit score bumped up by 80 points as well. So that really helps out. And that's Williams saying this is not bad. You're not supposed to have it. Be happy. Honestly, I don't have. I'm kind of, when I talk about the stuff, it gets me mad a little bit because it comes down to the homelessness again. For people that don't choose to be homeless, I chose to be homeless and to be declined because of that. Really just grinds my gears. That's a whole other topic. But yeah, I'm pretty neutral about it at this point. At first, I was like, well, you know what? I can't get a loan, so I'm just going to go blow all my money. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to do that. Nah, nope. We're not going to upstate New York. We're not taking a trip to the Carolinas. We're going to buckle down still. I treated myself a little bit. I will admit that, but not like ridiculously. We're going to take a small trip to the Keweenaw, the upper tip of the Upper Peninsula, and take in the peak fall colors, go on a camping trip, 3 days. So treat myself a little bit and still save up that money and use it on a future property, use it on this Europe vacation. That is another good aspect here. I can tell you guys that there's going to be about 20. Wow, they're blowing up this group chat. So there's going to be about 20 people on this Europe trip with me. And they opened up a group chat between all of us now. So we've been talking about, like, where are we coming from? Has anyone done trips with them in the past? Has anyone been to Europe? And I asked the question, I know you guys were giving me advice with this one. I asked, is anyone going out on New Year's Eve? Is anyone going out in Munich to celebrate midnight and ring in the new year? Because as I talked about in a previous live stream, they call Munich the war zone during New Year's. So it's very dangerous. And a lot of you were saying don't go by yourself. But at the same time, I was hesitant because I don't want to miss out. It could be a once in a lifetime opportunity, and it could be really cool YouTube content. So I can confirm that pretty much everybody that is on this tour is actively planning on going out for New Year's and staying out till midnight to ring in the new year. We're going to pull an all-nighter, some of us. Me personally, the next day is a free day. I don't know if I'll pull an all-nighter, but I don't know. I'm definitely going to be drinking some German beer, and let me tell you guys, since I live on college campus, I can't drink here, so I haven't been drinking at all, and I do not have a tolerance built up for it anymore. So I'm probably going to have a couple sips, and that is going to be my alcohol, my German beer. That's going to be it. But I'll pay the money because, hey, again, it may be a once in a lifetime opportunity. Nancy is saying, I have one credit card. I use it for everyday stuff and try to pay it off monthly. My husband just said you have to have a residency for at least 3 years. If they see you moving around and changing jobs, that puts up a red flag. He works for Bank of America. Thank you for sharing that, Georgianne. I have heard a couple different things around that regard. I've heard 2 years, 3 years, but that does seem to be a red flag. So thank you for sharing that, just so I know at least 3 years, and so other people can know that as well. My sister went, definitely not alone. Leaving a small balance on leaving. Okay, so Diane's bringing up another good point, and I'll discuss this because it is something that Nate and I have discussed. Now, I am not a professional, as you guys probably already know, when it comes to banking. And do not take this as me putting words in Nate's mouth. This is me talking from my experience with my credit card and from stuff I've heard from Nate as well as other people. So again, take it with a grain of salt. It's don't put words in Nate's mouth type of deal. But this is what I do. So I have one credit card, and it was $500 was the max limit. So what I did is I was spending the full $400 to $500 every single month, and then when it was due, and wait here, just hear me out on this one. I would spend the $400 to $500, and then when it was due, I had auto pay pay it in full 100% immediately on the due date. For several months, this is what I did, and I did not have any adjustments at all outside of eventually they did raise it from $500 to $750. My credit score did not adjust, it did not go up, it did not go down. It stayed exactly the same throughout this time. Now, my dad was saying what Diane's saying here. It helps your credit more if you carry a smaller balance. Nate and I talked about this, and ultimately I decided I still wanted to pay it off in full, was my decision. But here's another aspect. You should not be using the full amount. So the credit card is now $750. You should not be paying $750. You should not be using $750. The less money you use, the better it is. So if you're using, for example, 10% of the credit card, that is like best of the best. But ideally, I think they recommend to use less than 30%. What I did is I had the credit card now up to $750 as the limit. I'm sorry if anyone's bored with this, but while we're on the topic, I do want to help people out because this is stuff I have experienced. The limit was $750. And what I did is for 2 months, I only used 15% of the available credit. So you're talking, I will literally do the math for you guys right here, right now, so we could stick with the example. I used less than $112 on that credit card for 2 months. And upon doing that, I paid it off in full still, on time. And within 2 months, that is when my credit score jumped up by 80. Because it went from me maxing out that credit card every single month to using less than 12%, which is absolutely phenomenal. And I'm also not in debt. My payments have always been 100% on time. So there's a lot of other things with me where I have excellent, if not excellent, good. So the bump to take it from using the full amount to less than 10% of what's available on the card, that raised that aspect. And then all across the board, I pretty much had good, if not excellent, checkpoints, check marks. And that's why it skyrocketed by 80 points for me. Nancy, never go minus. You never go minus. That's the bad part. Don't go minus. Get accounts at all 3 credit agencies and watch your report. Also watch the fees. That's one of the reasons I pay in full 100% of the time, because I don't want to have to deal with the fees or the interest, which is another aspect. When you pay in full, you're not paying for any interest at all. So that's awesome. Rocky, can you go lay down? Go lay down. Go lay down. You're being clingy. You're being clingy. Diane saying, I found accounts from my mother-in-law on my credit report and had to ask it to be removed. That's one thing I need to create a system. I do check my stuff pretty frequently, but I want to get more into an official type system, but I'm not also going to discuss any of those details here on YouTube for the public. I haven't checked my credit score since 2015 when I bought my Jeep. So talking about buying vehicles, as you guys know, I bought the Suburban. So that's another aspect to me, is literally the only loan I've ever had is for college. And literally what happened is I took out $1,000 loan to live in the dorms because I was $1,000 short. And I got that in March. And a week later, I kid you not, no, it was actually no. What did financial aid say? I got the loan on Thursday or Friday in March. And come Monday, we shut down because of COVID-19 and got kicked out of the dorms pretty much. So I literally could have paid that off in full right away, but I knew it wasn't required. So I used it to fix up my van, which then brought me onto the road, which then created this YouTube channel. Some of you probably have heard those stories. Some of you may have even read it in the book. I'm not sure how much details of that I've gone into. But I guess there are still some cool stories and cool aspects. Lots of people, like I just had someone the other day at the craft fair ask me, well, how can you afford to do all of this? And she asked me, like, how did she word it? How can you afford to do all of this, especially when you're so young? And then she asked if my family has a lot of money. And I laughed. I laughed, and she kind of looked at me, and I couldn't help myself. I laughed. The the to have someone think that all of this stuff, all this travels, all of this stuff has come because my family has a lot of money. That was funny to me. But yeah, I guess there are aspects and stories that I have yet to tell. Some of them I want to share with you guys. Like, for example, I'm going to tease one right now. How about buying a coin for $17.50, turning around and selling that same exact coin for $2,000? Not too shabby, huh? So there's some stories that I do have to share with you guys still. Some pretty great ones, especially that coin one is one of my favorites. But Diane, I understand. I found out they were robbing my mom. The stuff scares me, honestly. All of that stuff scares me. I'm just gonna message my dad here. Has it uploaded yet? Question mark. Trying to see if I could get that link for you guys. But yes, great news, more or less all around. I didn't get approved for a loan. But as William said, I'm just going to take that as a sign that the property's not for me. We'll get there. I just got to continue to be patient and stuff like that. Sounds good, William. Before you leave, if you're still here, are you Eastern time? I think you are, but I have some very important guests here at the college over the next week, so I'll be calling probably in the afternoon. Wow, that's a nice turnover. That's what I'm saying, Nancy. It is going to be the best turnover, the best flip I ever make in my life, quite honestly. I truly believe that. Oh, look at that. Rocky's Halloween costume has shipped, and I got my Halloween costume yesterday. Let's see. Hold on. Link is going to take a lot longer. Told me it wasn't even processed because it was over 15 minutes and I wasn't verified. So verified now, and I'm able to do videos over 15 minutes, but it didn't change the process status from canceled to uploads. So now I got to upload it all over again. My dad's learning what it's like to be a YouTuber. And that's literally what I'm typing right now. I'll share it with you guys. I'm literally typing in, you're learning what it's like to be a YouTuber. Now imagine what it must have been like when I was doing a video every 3 days. It's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. He's trying to upload it again. I don't know if he'll be able to get it uploaded in time for me to share it with you guys. It is officially 8 o'clock. Does anyone know of anyone that is going live tonight outside of me? Has anyone else gone live tonight at all? I don't think anyone does typically. Because I'm pretty sure I ask you guys this question every week and we never find anybody. I'm just looking up a couple because if someone is live, I want to send everybody their way. Otherwise, I'll keep talking and maybe we can still see my dad's video, but I'm not sure. I do have to get off eventually. Charlie Grace is live in 5 minutes, Diane's saying. Diane, or anyone for that matter, can someone please grab the link to that and type it into chat? I don't think my dad is going to have it uploaded by then. So for those who are interested, I will share my dad's YouTube video on my community tab. We will just go I'll stay live for another 5 minutes until Charlie Grace goes live, and then we could all go over and raid her. And I actually will have to go back to work. Like I said, some important guests coming to the college. She'll got to go finish Halloween decorations and finish cleaning up and then go to bed because I got to wake up early tomorrow. And actually, that is what I'm going to talk about for the next 5 minutes here too, is I am experiencing burnout right now, really, really bad. Like everyone pretty much told me I would. Between Walmart deliveries and YouTube and 3 college classes and the manager job and a couple side jobs, and it's a lot. It's a lot, and I am officially burnt out at this point. I was trying over the past week to just not even accept that. I was borderline just, I'm getting there, but I'm burnt out at this point. I am doing the bare minimum day by day of what needs to be done just so I could scrape by because I'm exhausted. I've been going to sleep at like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. a majority of the past week. And I do sleep phenomenal. But I wake up in the morning and I'm still just absolutely exhausted. I'm really, really feeling that burnout right now. But on a good note, I have, I can't even talk. I have completed week 5 of my college classes. So 5 down out of 16. So 9 more weeks to go. Oh my God, 9 weeks. 9 weeks. 9 weeks, 9 weeks, 9 weeks. It's only more 9. Oh my God, 9. Only 9. I can't even say only 9. It doesn't even hit the same anymore. It's still 9 weeks. On a good note, I can start taking vacation time now. So I am going to be doing that more. And that's another reason I'm going to stop doing these live streams and I'm going to start doing those 10-minute videos, because while it is a lot of editing, I don't have to worry about being here at this time at 7 o'clock every single week, which YouTube has really been an easy aspect with the live streams, just coming on and talking to you guys, especially when there's a lot of people in the house. And they just finished first semester here. I wish I was done with first semester. Diane, where are you at? I wish I was done with my first semester. I'm only 5 weeks in. I'm going to cry. Oh, I'm going to cry. Yeah, it's bad. As you guys can see from the previous live streams where I showed the puppy dog. The suite is a little bit of a mess. A little bit. Yeah, it's a struggle. It's a struggle right now, but I'm staying strong. I have Friday off of work. I'm using vacation time, and Saturday, Sunday I already have off, so it'll be a nice 3-day weekend going to the Keweenaw, seeing those fall colors. My dad hasn't sent the link, so we'll just be sending everyone to Charlie Grace here, and I'll post that later on. But I see she should have started here. Let me pull it up. Oh, nope. Never mind. Charlie Grace is doing it tomorrow at 8:05. Charlie Grace is going tomorrow at 8:05, so we're good. I'm still gonna end it here though, guys. I'm tired. I need to get to work, need to get this stuff done, and I don't want to drag on the live stream. Like I said, I do appreciate all of you being here as usual. And right now it's kind of like increasing my watch time since we have so many in the house, but I'm done playing those YouTube games of trying to get the hours and trying to get all this, and I don't want to just keep rambling on. I feel like tonight we've had a very good live stream. I honestly think it's one of the best live streams I've honestly had. So thank you guys for being here and for talking with me. That always helps it go a little bit smoother, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as Diane is saying, have a great night to everybody. So, Rocky, do you want to come say goodbye to everybody? Come here, buddy. Come on. Up. Oh, right on the gut. Hi, buddy. Oh, that's a good boy. Okay, I will see you all later. Remember, next week, no live stream. I'll be posting a 10-minute video, some kind of fall colors trip or something along those lines for you guys. So until then, take care, stay safe. I'll see you all on the next adventure. And I keep forgetting my sign out. Life is short. Hold on. I see Nancy saying, was fun, Colby. I learned something awesome. Love to hear it. So remember, life is short, so don't waste it in your comfort zone. See you guys later.